You learned algebra. You learned history, maybe some chemistry, and the Pythagorean theorem. But tell me, did anyone ever actually sit you down and teach you how to manage your money? How to look at a paycheck and not feel overwhelmed? How to handle bills, rent, and debt without that constant knot in your stomach? It's wild, isn't it? We're just expected to know how this stuff works. Well, that ends today. Forget the complicated jargon and the shame-filled lectures. This is your 7-minute beginner's map to getting started with money. It's a simple system, not a boring class. First things first, we need to find your real monthly number. I call this the bare-bones monthly number. This isn't about judging your spending or making you feel guilty. It's just honest math. Grab a notebook or open a notes app and write down the absolute essentials it costs for you to just exist for 1 month. We're talking rent or mortgage, basic groceries, not fancy dinners out, transportation to work, minimum debt payments on any loans or credit cards, and your essential bills like electricity and water. That's it. No lattes, no subscriptions, no shopping sprees. Just the survival number. This figure is your foundation. It's the baseline we build everything else on. Now forget those budgets with 30 different categories that are impossible to track. We're simplifying. You only need to think about 3 buckets for your money. Bucket 1 is for your essentials. This covers that bare bones number we just figured out. Bucket 2 is your fun money. This is for the stuff that makes life worth living. The coffee, the movie ticket, the dinner with friends. It's guilt-free spending because you've planned for it. And bucket 3 is for future you. This is where you put money for savings, investing, and paying off debt faster. Every dollar that comes in gets sorted into one of these 3 buckets. Essentials, fun, and future you. Simple. Next, you have to decide how to split your income between those 3 buckets. This isn't about finding the one perfect, magical ratio. It's about picking a starting point. A common one is the 60-20-20 split. That means 60% of your take-home pay goes into your essentials bucket, 20% goes to fun, and 20% goes to future you. But maybe your rent is high, and you need more like a 70-15-15 split. That's totally fine. The numbers don't matter as much as the intention. The goal here is just to give your money a job, to point it in a direction on purpose, instead of letting it vanish into thin air. Pick a split that feels realistic for you right now. You can always change it later. Okay, let's make these buckets real. Abstract ideas don't pay bills. The easiest way to do this is with separate bank accounts. You have your main checking account where your paycheck lands. This can be your essentials and fun bucket. But I strongly recommend opening a separate, high-yield savings account for your future you bucket. Call it Future Me or Freedom Fund or whatever motivates you. Then set up an automatic transfer. The day you get paid, have your bank automatically move that 15% or 20% for future you from your main account into that separate savings account. This is crucial. You pay your future self first before you have a chance to spend it. Even if it's a small amount to start, automate it. Now, before you start dreaming about investing and getting rich, we need to build a small, protective wall around your finances. This is your starter emergency buffer. For a true beginner, the first financial goal isn't $1 million. It's surviving the next flat tire without derailing your entire life. Your first mission is to save a tiny cushion, maybe just $250 or $500 in a separate fund. This isn't your main savings, it's your oh no fund. When a surprise expense pops up, you dip into this instead of reaching for a credit card. That small buffer is the difference between a minor inconvenience and a full-blown financial crisis. It gives you breathing room. This system isn't a set-it-and-forget-it machine, but it also doesn't require hours of your time. All you need is a weekly 10-minute money check-in. Make it a relaxing ritual, grab a cup of tea, sit down, and just glance at your accounts. You're checking 3 things. Are my essentials covered for the upcoming week? Did my automatic transfer to my future you account go through? And how's my fun bucket looking? Am I spending way too fast, or am I on track? That's it. Maybe you adjust one small thing, like deciding to pack lunch a few more times. Then you close the app and get on with your life. No spreadsheets, no all-night stress sessions. Just a 10-minute date with your money. As you get comfortable with this routine, you'll start to level up. But the key is to add only one upgrade at a time. Don't try to overhaul everything overnight. After a month or 2, you might decide to add your first sinking fund. That is a mini savings account for a specific future expense, like car repairs or a holiday trip. The next month, maybe you challenge yourself to increase your future you percentage by just 1%. Another month, you could do a subscription audit and cancel one service you never use. By adding one small improvement each month, you make slow, steady, and sustainable progress. This is how real, lasting change happens. You are allowed to be a beginner at this. You're allowed to learn how money works at 20, at 35, or at 60. There's no shame in starting from scratch. Think about where you were before, maybe avoiding your bank app, feeling anxious every time a bill was due. Now imagine yourself calmly running this simple system, knowing exactly where your money is going. You don't need to be perfect. You just need a starting system to build on. Please remember, this is for educational purposes and isn't personal financial advice. But if you stick with a simple framework like this, the beginner version of you won't stay a beginner for very long. Thanks for watching, and keep learning with us.